Undateable.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How would you describe the show?
Very funny. Anarchic. How many words do you need?
How many you feel comfortable
Funny,
going?
anarchic. It's usually 3, isn't it? And
Irreverent?
irreverent.
Irreverent. Reverent sounds right. That, it feels like that's an ongoing theme.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your characters.
I'm gonna Google that after this interview. My character is called Brett. He went to college with Justin, one of the leads, and he has recently come out as gay. So his personal journey kind of he came out about 2 months before the start of the show. Mm-hmm. So he's still finding his way, and in his with regards to Brett, he's undateable because he wants it, but he's scared of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
There
He
you
just
go.
doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. It's on you.
So yeah, so I think his relationship with Danny is interesting because Danny is trying to apply his already kind of his Danny's crazy logic to how to work with women, which is already a bit silly in itself. He's trying to get Brett to apply that to picking up guys.
Yeah. That I don't know if that might translate. You never know.
Yeah,
Human beings are human beings.
That's the comedy. That's the comedy.
Well, speaking of the comedy, what are some of the storylines that are going to be coming up for your character?
Well, we're not sure what's coming because we don't get the scripts until the week before we shoot.
That have already come up.
Oh, that have already come up. So Brett finds a guy. There's a guy that comes to the bar that Brett is attracted to, on an almost kind of caveman level. So Danny almost forces him to do it, and then this creates a tension between Danny and Justin because Justin thinks Brett should take it slowly, and Danny's like, no, just get out there and just go for it and just do it. So in that episode, it's about Brett putting himself out there for the first time, and whether or not he gets rejected, and how he deals with the rejection, and how funny that is potentially. Hopefully quite funny, we'll see.
So what was your attraction to the character?
Having a nice job. Moving to the States.
That's a great one too.
My attraction to the character was I think it's that he's the fact that he's only just come out I find quite interesting. Mm-hmm. Because he's so uncomfortable in his own skin, and there's a lot to be discovered. So I think in terms of that, there's a journey to be had. There's a journey to go on, and also just the team that were around the show as well. You know, Bill Lawrence and Adam Stakir.
So that segues greatly in my next question. So you have a comedy genius, Bill Lawrence, behind it, and you have Chris D'Elia and all these great stand-ups. So how is it being just working with all these?
Well, it's amazing. It's amazing for me because I come from kind of more of a British theatre background. You know, I went to drama school and it can be in some ways it can be quite rigid. You know, you go to the script and you do your text work and etc. etc. But working with these guys, it's kind of loosened me up a little bit because you have to be, because if you don't loosen up and if you don't roll with it, then you're kind of going to get left behind because they're so quick.
Got it.
Like they're so quick. You know, the first few weeks we were shooting, I was almost nervous to get in on the improv because their minds work so quickly, and it keeps you on your toes.
That's great.
It's amazing, yeah.
That's great. Wait, go ahead.
And it's amazing how quickly the writers work as well. We'll do a read through, and if some things aren't working, 24 hours later you get a whole new scene, and it's just so much snappier and yeah.
So you said you had a theater background, so obviously shooting in front of an audience that must feel familiar.
Yeah, I mean I've done quite a bit of single cam, so this is kind of doing a multicam is kind of a perfect marriage of the two, because you still get that buzz, that energy from the audience on show night, and also, you know, things like getting a laugh in places that you'd never think you'd get a laugh. You know, it's that stuff you can't predict. I mean, sometimes you know which is the super funny gags, but sometimes something really surprises you, and then that gets you going, and
that's very cool.
Yeah, it gives you that kind of electric atmosphere in the room, which charges the performance, and I think performances are elevated as a result.
I'm very curious about your thoughts on the title of the show, Undateable.
Yeah.
The whole concept behind that. In your mind, what makes someone undateable?
I think it's about. What is kind of dictated to us, kind of in the media, and these kind of things that we conform to. I don't think anything makes someone undateable. I think people can be attractive in spite of and because of certain flaws, and so I think that's kind of the beauty of the show. I don't think the Undateable title is a kind of. I don't think it's like an albatross around the neck. I think it's how our characters will find ways of being appealing and attractive in spite of what could be perceived as, modern, interpretation of what is undateable.
Got it. Redefining the word.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the goal of the series.
Finding the beauty within those kind of constructs and conforms. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's a noble goal, right?
yeah, I think so.
So my final question for you.
Yep.
For a first-time viewer, and I'm going to be one of them as well.
Yep.
What's your message for them as they head into watching the first episode of Undateable?
What's our message?
3 words. Just kidding.
Record it, because there may be things that you miss.
Okay.
Because you're laughing so hard.
Awesome.
Yeah. Watch it at least 3 times.
Watch it at least 3 times.
Yeah. I'd say
First
so.
live, and then the second time you're
exactly.
recording. There you go.
I think so. Yeah.